and this is a very obvious flinch. See that reaction? That is this cow flinching because there is inflammation, there is pain underneath this sole. Good morning and welcome to a rather wet and windy day. That is why I'm sat in my truck with a light on, but we are incredibly busy. Christmas is my busiest time. I can't explain to you how many cows we trim this time of year, but I will be trying to take you guys along for the ride on one of our big busy days. We are very fortunate. We have a lot of cows down here that graze outside as long as possible, and when they get dry, that is when we need to be trimming them. But anyway, we have a Christmas special planned for the 19th of December, so make sure you have that day in your diary. Today's video is a throwback trim, so for all new subscribers, so watch and let's see what you guys think of these three incredibly different trims. Like I say, we are so busy. Barely had my camera out recently, but I promise you we have some really cool things to show you, so make sure you smash that subscribe button, ring that little notification bell, because next week we have a video that you guys are going to absolutely love. Let's get into this week's trim. So we are about to teach you guys something about cow's feet that you may or may not know, and that is that without routine trimming we are going to get issues just like the issue I'm about to block now. So let's get into this trim. Let's show you guys why we get these issues, we'll show you how we can stop these issues, and we will show you what this issue on this foot can turn into if it's not picked up early enough. So let's get into this video and let's see what we are gluing this shoe onto. We are about to show you guys three different feet with some very different outcomes. So let's get into this video and let's see why these cows get sole ulcers. So what we're going to show you is this cow here. This is her back left hoof, and we also look at her back right hoof, and this is a very obvious flinch. See that reaction? That is this cow flinching because there is inflammation, there is pain underneath this sole. Now we have opened that up as much as we can just to make sure she's nice and comfy. And that right there was her back right hoof, which had the exact same inflammation. And now we're going to show you what happens if that is not picked up soon enough. So this is a sole ulcer. Now you can clearly see on this angle how much of the outside hoof is overburdening. There is a huge depth in this hoof, which really shouldn't be there. So we could easily eradicate that just by a little routine trim. We would have stopped the bruising and we would have stopped this sole ulcer. But that's a bit of hindsight, and these cows now haven't been routine trimmed, so there's not really much I can do about that now. But let's talk you through why this is happening. So these issues come from a repetitive impact on the pedal bone underneath the sole structure, and if we do not relieve the pressure, then they are never going to get the chance to repair it. It will just constantly get damaged, and then we get issues just like this. So what are we going to do? We are actually going to glue on a long wearing shoe, because these long wearing shoes will stay exactly like this, and if she doesn't get rechecked for 2 months, it's not the end of the world, because I know this block's going to be exactly the same as how we left it. So then we just get to removing all the loose horn. So I'm just going to gradually drop all this as delicately as we possibly can, and you can sort of start to see now there's this black sort of streak underneath the horn there, and that is all loose, dead, detached horn that we still have to remove. And that is how we know how much to remove, because it's dead. We can see it. It's really obvious for us where these issues are.
Delicate. Like soft cheese. Do you know anything? Every video I do, there's some sort of like comment about food. The one I put up last night, you were talking about Burger King, McDonald's, and your chicken selects. And now, as I'm sure you guys have seen me do multiple times, we are now spraying this ulcer site, and by spraying her with chlorhexidine, I am able to see any loose bits of horn that were missing, which there weren't any. So we sprayed it with iodine, we are wrapping it with salicylic acid, and we're going to send her on her way. And then we're going to talk you guys through what you can do to stop these issues happening, and how these are actually some of the simplest feet to trim and to stop these issues happening. Okay. Why do you like orange? One of our best mates. Oh, is it? Yeah. Who was it? Starkey. The Western Power bit? Yeah. She's come in and made a dash for it. Straight out here. So she's this cow here. Let me step in here. She should come past. And as you guys can see, she's walking really, actually very well. So you can see that shoe is not impeding her even one bit. She's walked out super comfortable. She's got water, she's got food, and she is good to go. And now let me give you guys a few tips of how to reduce these. So, sole ulcers, bruising, stuff like that, can come from a whole host of things. Can be too much standing time. As you can see, all these cows are a little bit agitated that I'm here, so they're not particularly wanting to lie down. But if we go into the other shed that I am not in, they're in there, lying down, pretty chilled. They've not long been fed, so they're going to be up eating. But milking time is a crucial time for reducing these issues right here. So the quicker you can get those cows in and out of the parlour, the less chance you've got of getting these bruises, these sole ulcers. And then if you can routine trim twice a year, that's our goal. I'll show you a little routine trim. That will massively reduce the impact on that typical sole ulcer site. Now, lack of feed space can cause an issue, but luckily for these girls, they have a double feed rail. The whole length of the shed. They are feeding both sides. They also have a feed fence in the next shed over, and they have a double feed fence along this shed here. So these cows definitely do not have a lack of feed space on this farm, so getting these sole ulcers, these bruisings are not coming from that. She's nice and chilled. The bruising and the sole ulcers here are actually pretty simple. We see issues like this because we don't really routine trim. Now these are grass-based cows, they don't have much lameness. We come in every 2 to 3 weeks, we see maybe 10 cows. It's nothing major, but we could stop these with a simple routine trim, and I would get rid of all of that. Don't forget, if you like this video, you like what you see, and you want to help my algorithm, drop a comment on this video, give this video a share, give it a like, drop a comment if you think there's anything we could do differently. But that being said, I am packing up, I'm freezing, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.